What did women have to do in combat during World War II? It's a topic that's often overlooked or misrepresented in mainstream media and education. You might think that women were only involved in non combat roles such as nurses, clerks, or factory workers, but the reality is much more complex and diverse. Women fought and died on the front lines, in the air, and in the resistance movements of various countries. One of the countries that mobilized its women the most was the Soviet Union. Over 800,000 women enlisted in the Red Army, and more than half of them served in frontline units. Among their remarkable roles were pilots and snipers. One famous all female unit was the 588th Night Bomber Regiment, nicknamed the Night Witches. They flew over 30,000 missions and dropped over 23,000 tons of bombs on the Nazis. Despite using old wooden planes that were quiet but lacked parachutes, radios, or guns, they bravely faced constant enemy fire and harsh weather conditions. Despite the dangers, these women were dedicated and never gave up. Sadly, 30 of them were killed in action, but 24 received the Hero of the Soviet Union Medal, which is the highest award for valor in the nation. Their courage and contributions played a significant role in the Soviet Union's fight against the Nazis during the war. Another example of Soviet female heroism was Lyudmila Pavlichenko, aka Lady Death, who was one of the most successful snipers in history. During her time in the Red Army's 25th Rifle Division, she courageously killed 309 German soldiers, including 36 enemy snipers, in less than a year. Despite being wounded 4 times, she never gave up and continued to fight. Her remarkable skills and bravery caught the attention of many, and she was sent to the United States as a goodwill ambassador. There, she met Eleanor Roosevelt and toured the country, sharing her experiences. She was only 25 years old when she retired from combat. The Soviet Union wasn't the only country that had women in combat roles. In Britain, there were women who joined the anti-aircraft units responsible for defending the country from German air raids. These units were known as the AK girls, and their main task was to operate heavy guns firing shells at high altitudes. The AK girls had important responsibilities such as calculating the speed and direction of enemy planes, loading and firing the guns, and dealing with the loud noise and strong recoil of the weapons. Unfortunately, some male soldiers resented their presence and even accused them of being prostitutes. Despite facing such discrimination, these brave women played a crucial role in defending their country. During Nazi Germany, women were initially not allowed to join the military. However, as the war continued and the number of casualties increased, they were reluctantly recruited to take on various roles. Some worked as auxiliaries in the Army, Navy, or Air Force, performing tasks like clerical work, communications, or logistics. Others served as nurses or medical assistants, providing care to wounded soldiers or civilians. Towards the end of the war, when Hitler ordered a total mobilization of resources, some women even served as combatants, fighting alongside men in desperate battles against the advancing Allied forces. These women often had little training or equipment. Sadly, many of them lost their lives or were captured in combat, while others experienced tragic outcomes such as committing suicide or being victims of rape by enemy soldiers. Women also played a vital role in the resistance movements that fought against Nazi occupation in various countries. These women risked their lives to gather information, deliver messages, smuggle weapons, sabotage infrastructure, and fight against enemy forces. Some of them were part of organized groups like the French Resistance, the Italian Partisans, or the Polish Home Army. Others acted on their own, driven by their love for their country, their beliefs, or seeking personal revenge. One famous example is Nancy Wake, known as the White Mouse, who led thousands of French resistance fighters against the Nazis. There's also Sophie Scholl, who distributed anti-Nazi leaflets at a university in Munich and was executed for her brave actions. As you can see, women had to do a lot in combat during World War II, more than you might have imagined. They faced many challenges and hardships, but they also proved their worth and courage. They made a significant contribution to the war effort and to the history of humanity. They really deserve our respect and recognition. Thank you all for watching this video, and don't forget to leave a comment down below and let us know what you think about this topic. See you next time, and bye for now.